Like, what's
Oh,
one of your craziest story times that you've never shared publicly?
we're getting the inside scoop.
Hmm.
Um, my grandmother, she has dementia. I wake up and I have like 5 calls on my phone. I'm like, who is blowing up my phone? I get up, I go to the bathroom, I come back, I have 3 calls from my mom. I'm like, what is happening? Like, so okay, I need to like call somebody. So I
Mm.
call my mom. I'm like, hey, is like everything like okay? Is everything good at the house? She was like, yeah, like everything is fine. But I just have to show you something real quick. Like, yo, grandma, like, she's a little forgetful, and her favorite thing to do is clean. She went into I don't know if you can see right here, just that drawer. Went to that drawer right there and took out a few things, and she laid them out on my windowsill. And my father walked in because like my mom was like, "Oh!" So my father walked in, my brother walked in, and they were like, "What?" And they all just saw some of my bedside belongings on my windowsill because my grandma put it there. And my mom sent me a picture of it too.
Your treasures.
Which yes.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of All Things Devon, where there's no limits, no filters, honest conversations, and yes, the truth we all can relate to. On this next episode, we're sitting down with someone who really stands out. He's an internet personality, an influencer, content creator, and a singer. But there's just so much more than just one thing that could be put into a box when it comes to him. There's so much real life than what we see, and today we're getting all into that. So today I'm sitting down with Sir Carter. Thank you for being here.
Hello, thank you for having. That was such a beautiful, eloquently put intro right there. Like
You know,
if
I did
somebody
a little,
asked me to,
I did my big one, right?
you did your big one. If
I
somebody
did.
asked me like, "Who are you?" I'd be like, "Oh, my name's Sir, and I do content." But you know what? You really you got me hyped
You,
up, so I appreciate
no,
that.
because I'm not gonna lie to you. I was doing a little bit of research on you, and I feel like we got a lot in common. But we're gonna get into it for real.
I'm
We got a
down.
lot in
Let's
common because
go.
there's a lot of things I didn't even knew that you did until I had to get into it. But first of all,
I'm
before we
ready.
get into all that, how was your day? How you feeling?
It's amazing. I woke up. First thing I do is I go to the gym. As it's just like something about just waking up and just putting your body first really gets your
Mm,
mental, where it needs to be. And
yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. There's just something over there that's just distracting me. Sorry. Yeah. No, I just started with the gym and then, basically all day just getting ready and excited for this. So I'm happy I'm here.
You really ate that. You really ate that. Okay.
What?
I love that.
Just nothing but the truth, y'all. I'm looking
Oh
forward to this.
my goodness. Okay, I love that.
I just be right. I just be myself.
It
It's
makes you be
whatever.
yourself for real. But I always like to start it here because how you're feeling usually connects to how you actually create. So
Mhm.
before anything else, I want to start with your music
Okay.
because I'm not gonna lie, I listen to Toxic and Toxic is good.
For real? Stop
No,
playing with
I'm
me.
not even lying to you. Like I'm telling you, if I don't think a song is good, I'm gonna tell you. I
Ugh,
quit. If it's
that's
anybody else, I'm gonna tell you I don't like a song.
thank you.
I mean, I
I
want a
know you.
feature.
Hop and I'm always looking for reasons and different excuses to get in the studio. You have me in yours right now, so come over to mine. Let's cook something up.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
down.
So when did you realize music wasn't just a hobby for you, or like did you always knew you can sing? Where did that all come about?
Well, I've been doing music basically like my entire life. I started off, my parents put me in piano super young. And that
Mm,
was just classical piano. So I would do different recitals and I would always carry around my little music book with me all the time, just in case somebody had a piano and, somebody needed some accompaniment. So I was always down, ready to go.
mm,
And then that turned into like choir in school, which then I also am looking to get into acting. So like that turned into musical theater. So I got to marry
I
the
can
two
see that
things
for you
that I
though.
loved. It was amazing. Like honestly, 10 out of 10. Music Man. We did The Little Mermaid. I was
Mm,
Flounder, of course. And just like a whole bunch of like different productions, but that's kind of where, music met acting. And then just from after that, like after I got out of school, it just kind of became like social media, which is honestly just a different outlet of creating.
yeah.
Um, and with that, I love to share my life on social media, but there are some things that, I can't share or I don't want to share because it's just really personal to me. Like I know I'm always like, here's everything, guys, but there are some things that I do like to keep for myself. And
Mm,
I feel like when I do that, the best outlet for me to get it out was to create music. Like a lot of my sad songs is when I was, in a not so good relationship or just about growing up and trying to figure out my life. Just a whole bunch of different topics I didn't want to go to social media about. Just it became music. And the
mm.
rest is
I mean, I
history.
really feel like that's true though, because like you have songs like Summer Lovers, Home,
Yeah.
like come on, like you have On Top. Like I'm telling
I was
you,
feeling
there.
freaky for that one. I was feeling freaky for on top. I can't even lie.
I can tell.
Yeah.
He was in his mood.
I was. It was, yeah, definitely. It's always a feeling. Like it, yeah. I always pick up the pen after, something big in my life. And each one of those songs, there was a big moment, especially for On
Yeah.
Top. Just yeah.
Toxic is one of my favorite songs that I've
Thank
already
you.
listened to so far. So what inspired that song? And how did you even find the beat? Because the beat is good.
Thank you. Okay.
The beat is good.
So I feel like for Toxic, that was near the beginning of, kind of like my music career and figuring out which studio to go to record, how to get the beat. Luckily I have, a few different people that I resort to now that personally make beats for me, but back in my Toxic days, that's shout out Beatstar. Finding producers that way. So I just
Okay.
found that, bought the lease, got into the studio and put it down.
Going back just a little bit, kind of already said it, but what made you feel like music was something you needed and not just something you wanted?
Yeah. I honestly, mental health is super important to me. And I know mental health can be hard for a lot of creatives, a lot of creators.
Mm,
It really blurs the line between your personal life and also blurs the line between your work life, which sometimes can get muddled up. I know we do a lot of sharing ourselves, both me and you. And I feel like I needed music for I didn't really think I was gonna release any of these songs, honestly, when I was first doing them. It was genuinely just for me. So it's like it felt like a form of therapy. And then after sitting with those songs for a minute, I realized like this is stuff other people, may go through and
yeah.
would like to hear. And yeah, so I just decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it out. And yeah,
Um,
people are loving
what
it.
would you say is like your least and most favorite process when it comes to creating a song?
My least and most favorite process. Um, okay, so I would say personally, like my most favorite is I find a beat, however I find it, like whether that's somebody sending it to me or I just, found it about the lease. Weirdly enough, like the times that I find myself writing in the most creative space is one. in the
Mm,
car, like on a road trip, like I am that person that will just like not listen to actual songs and I'll just put on a whole bunch of beats, find one and, write in my car.
yeah.
Another big one, I guess, is, in the bathroom.
Um,
Like if I'm taking a bath, that's another place where I really like to create. And I guess that kind of goes along with my least favorite is if I'm in a studio and like we're having like a writing session or I'm not really feeling that inspired where they're like, okay, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna write for a little bit. I'm like, I'll still come up with something good, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel as organic. It's just like being in the car, like when you find something and you're really excited to write, you just go for it right then and there. Like that's
yeah.
my favorite kind of process.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, I definitely relate to that too as well. I feel like um definitely like because I've been in the studio too, so I got, I got a couple
Yeah,
things, you know. Yeah,
yeah, come
a
on.
couple little ones too. But I
Yeah.
definitely will agree with you on that. I feel like whenever you're in a space where you're not like artistically, mentally there in the moment, it
Yeah.
feels like, it just feels like, what am I doing it for? Or it feels like the other person is writing a song for you more than you're
For
actually writing a
yeah.
song. You know what I
And you
mean?
can
And I hate
always
that feeling.
tell. Yeah, you
Mhm.
could always tell, like, like leaving the studio session, like, and you like listen to that music back, and it really wasn't all you, or your heart wasn't in it. You could always feel it, and it's
Yeah.
yeah,
But I
oh,
also
absolutely,
heard too as well, like putting yourself in a different perspective, like when you're writing a song, go into the studio acting like you're writing a song for somebody else because it helps your creative flows and juices
yeah,
come out a lot faster versus you trying to write it for yourself. Because then you have to start thinking of times that, things happen with this person or this person and it makes it it just adds too
yeah.
much stress to it. Just like let it
Exactly.
flow.
You know what? I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna next time I'm in the studio, they're like, let's write something.
You
I'll
the
have to
next
try.
time you're no, the next time we're in the studio.
We are in the studio. You know what? I
See?
like that. I'm ready to
See?
go.
See?
EP
It's
coming out
2026.
soon.
We gotta be intentional. That's my one
EP
word
soon.
this year. To be
Thank
intentional.
you. I love my wallpaper right now is like literally like all of my 2026 goals. So like every time I open my
For real?
phone,
Name one.
well, so I mean, we were talking about the gym earlier. My goal is to just like really like bulk up, just be healthier. I know last
Give me another
I
goal
wasn't
because your
really.
body is C. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Like, come on, really
Thank
bulk
you.
up. I just really want to
Finally.
bulk on my body, even though my body looks good as fuck regardless. I just want to look even like, give me something else because you look good. Like, I'm
Um,
trying to get where you at. Like, come on.
you're too sweet. Okay, so another goal of mine would be to like star in a television show this year.
Mm,
I'm gonna travel out of the country again. I recently just went to Brazil. It was beautiful and I got my passport stamped for the first time. So now
no,
I
that's
definitely
great.
wanna take this year and travel some more and then
Mhm.
going along with music as well. Like I want to have my blow up moment. I want to have my Munch Ice Spice Tyler make me sweat. I'm trying to have one
Make
that
me
blow up
hot.
moment. You like like I'm trying to have that this year. So just really working on my
Yeah.
music and getting something out that, I love and that everybody
Mhm.
else loves. And yes.
I'm gonna be real because I feel like you have a voice. I feel like you really do have the voice for it, but I feel like you don't push out your music content as much as you should.
You sound like my manager. Yes. Yes. I feel
And what's the
like
reason? No, and I'm really like, I was like, really like, and don't get me wrong, I listened to like some of your songs too, and I was like, okay, they're cool, but
yeah.
something about toxic, I ain't gonna lie, that really like that you're wasting on your talent. Like, why aren't you? Why isn't the marketing needed to be there? I'm telling you, you have so much potential. Don't like, do you like? Is it that like you're focused on other things, or do you feel like you second guess yourself, or like what is like? Come on, like I really want to know.
I don't that's a great question. I feel like when it comes to like my music, it is, we were just saying it is a very personal element to that.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, I just feel like maybe sometimes I'm like, yes, I want everybody to like blast this and love this and I want it to reach people where, they relate to it. But
Yeah.
then I feel like there's a small piece, which that's another goal of mine to like get rid of this little small piece. But I feel like there's a small piece of me that's still kind of like holding on to it, like my
Mhm.
baby. Like when a kid goes to like college for the first time, like they're like, I'm so happy they're graduating. I'm so happy they're, going on to bigger and better things. But at the end of the day, that's still my baby and I want to hold it close. So I feel like
Mm.
that's kind of where I'm at with my music right now. But I definitely, you saying that you enjoyed the song already is like, you know what, then maybe I should push it out a little bit more.
This is giving confirmation right now. I'm telling
It
you.
is. I
Like I
needed
said,
it.
it's 2026. It's time to be intentional. We got to be more
Clear.
intentional about a lot of things that we're doing. The
That's a big
same way
one.
you were in that gym is the same way you should be putting that into that music. That music is good, and we want to
Ah,
hear.
thank you. You know what? 2026, first song is gonna go mega viral, and we are gonna be in the studio creating our next follow-up hit.
Hmm.
Let's do it.
Hmm. What's the vibe?
Let's
Like,
do
hey,
it.
if we could picture a vibe of what we're doing, what's the vibe would you go for?
I want something. I feel like the first half of like me creating music was coming from a place of like, I was upset about a past relationship, and
Hmm.
those feelings I needed to get out. And I'm so happy I did. But moving forward, I need a bop. I need a banger. I need something for the girls to. I want the girls to be like in the club like this. Like,
Mm.
yeah. I love my girls when they're listening to my music and they're feeling a little sad too with me. But
You know.
I'm trying to 2026, I'm trying to be on the dance floor. So
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of that, so would you say like your music genre is like pop?
yeah, I would say like pop, like alternative. There was a second there I was trying to get into like the pop alternative rock kind of
Hmm.
area, but yeah, I would say overall like pop is a
Yeah, I
good
can tell. It literally it like
representation.
heavily influences in your music. I can definitely
Yeah.
hear it like wholeheartedly. I was like, oh yeah, he loves pop for sure.
Period. Yeah, I'm a pop
Hmm.
girly. I'm trying to be the next gay black pop star. I mean, who do we have? That's a role that
Dang.
needs to be filled.
You on to something. I ain't gonna
Thank
lie.
you.
You honestly, because I ain't gonna lie, we don't got Lil Nas X no more.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm like, I would love to step up and fill that role. Because I know little me would be so gagged. Just to like see a
mm.
gay black pop star. So
And
like I
like I
would
said,
love
like
to
you
be that.
sound good too. Like you have a nice, like it's very soothing, and it has different depths to it. So I feel like you can
Yeah.
definitely play around with different sounds until you find like your own specific thing going on.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
feel
so
like,
here for it.
I mean, you got that title. I want to see. I'm a support.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hmm. Hmm. So speaking of that, we're gonna segue into this game. I'm
Oh,
gonna give you a random word. You have 12
okay.
seconds to name any song that includes that word. Okay, it can be
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be
yeah,
so bad at this. Okay.
and it's okay, and it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this timer ready for you,
Okay.
and you gotta be ready.
I'm so ready.
Bet. Okay. All right. Let me get this. Let me get this going. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your first word is fire.
Fire.
Hmm.
I set fire to the rain. What's that song?
Adele.
Yes.
You ate
Fire to the
that.
rain,
Okay.
Adele.
Okay, you ate that. I mean, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. That's the first thing I was thinking of too.
Okay. Okay. Period.
I was like thinking of fire. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When they be doing these challenges, they be looking easy. From like when I be sitting in my bed, I'm like, oh, you could have done this and
Could
this and
have
this.
no,
But when you on a
exactly.
hot
I
seat,
know. I know somebody yelling at me right now. I'm like watching this.
okay. But when you on a hot seat, it's a whole different
It's so hot.
story.
There's fire on this hot seat.
Your second word is Lonely.
Oh, lonely, lonely. I'm so lonely by
Eh. So lonely. Why you not try?
by myself. You know, I'm gonna start just singing something, making a song right then and there, and just say
And
by
then and you
me.
could have called it. You could have called it yours,
You know what? Let's go to the next one because I'm on.
right? Because you could have like, come on.
I could have done something with it. Okay,
All
lonely. Damn.
right, your next word is blue.
True Blue, Billie Eilish.
Okay, but we got to sing it.
I try. You know that song? I to live in black and white, but I'm so blue.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Um, your next word is closer.
Closer. Closer. There's a Closer by Sam Smith, right? Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Eh.
Well, yes.
You know, closer, 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 closer.
Closer. Mm.
I mean, I know a closer song that has Brandy in it.
Sing it.
It's like come a little, like, I was like, yeah, come a little bit closer. Let me hold you,
Okay.
baby. I will
Okay.
be good to you. Yeah.
Let's point you. Point you. Point you.
Not point me. This is on you.
Oh, where am I at? I'm at like what?
Zero for zero.
I thought it was up. I had said True Blue
Well,
by
I'm just,
Billy.
you got one. You got one.
Oh yeah.
We gonna tally it up.
Okay.
All right. Your next word is toxic.
Toxic by Sir Carter. Toxic love it. By me. Thank you.
You can keep going.
If I'm being honest, I can't leave you. You see in that? Leave
Mm-hmm.
you. The riffs come in, you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, you really ate that one up.
Thank you. That's
Like it
like
sounds good. It's like da 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 da.
it
Like you ate.
was
I ain't gonna lie.
it was such like it's so funny because like that was a session that I booked that literally like there was another song that I wanted to work on and then like driving up to the studio, I'm like an hour and a half away from it. I found that beat. And
Really?
so within that hour and a half, I literally just wrote Toxic. And then I was like, we're gonna change it up and we're gonna record this today. And
Yeah, I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. You did your big one. You did your big one. I'm gonna go ahead and pass you up at the chain.
Stop.
Good.
Last touch ups on her.
I ain't gonna lie. You need to push that one out. That's like a perfect Valentine's Day song. You need to go get some more promo on that one.
You know what? I'm gonna use some of this interview. I'm gonna cut it where you like promote it, then boom.
Mm,
You see? You see, we be
you see,
creating.
you
We be
see.
creating, dude.
Yeah. All right, I ain't done yet. You got a couple more left.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Mm. Your next word is heart.
Heart attack. Think about you had a heart attack. You-
You know what's crazy?
Hmm.
It's so crazy how we have two different genres because I'm thinking of a whole different song.
What are you thinking of?
What was it? Oh my goodness, I forgot the artist's name. But my genre of music is like R&B, like 2000s R&B.
2000s R&B. I'm just so pop. You gagged it. You told me. You figured it out. You said,
I mean,
yeah, you see it
I
pop.
know the music.
You said, yeah, you get pop. I said,
I
oh.
love a little Britney moment.
You're right. You're right.
Mhm. All right, your next word is night.
Night. I'm so bad at this. Night.
And mind you, these are words that I've never seen before either, just to make it fair.
Okay. Night. 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 Tonight. I'll be a naughty girl. Girl,
I get it to
naughty.
you. I get it to you. I get it to you. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause that's one of my favorite songs. I get it to you.
Please, I need it. Yeah, night. I have no idea what like song title would have
The
night.
only night song I know is that I can think of is like it was off of this game because I'm a gamer head a little bit,
Oh,
and
period.
I think I was playing like Mafia or like GTA, and like like this the little song station you be hearing in the car.
Hmm.
I was hearing like somebody I was like cruising down the highway acting like I was in Cali for real, and, and I heard like I'm ready to go. No, what was it? It was like day and night.
Oh,
Dun,
she just
dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I was thinking
Okay.
of. And I was like, okay, cool. I
That's
was
so
like,
much better than tonight. But you know what? You still not gonna play, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
I mean, you got it. I'm gonna let you have that little one thing. You're holding on by a thread, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Perfect.
I'm gonna give it to you. Is it giving the lowest person in history with the lowest score?
Ooh, and you know what? There's a first for I just love to be first. You know what I mean? So there's a
You know,
first for
you take
everything.
that ring.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You take that ring. Hmm. Okay, so we'll move on a little bit.
Okay.
So I know a lot of your music feels honest and vulnerable, and that also connects with something you also shared recently, which is it kind of you can segue into it.
Mhm.
So you said your skin. You posted about your skin, and you said
Oh,
how it used to be your biggest insecurity. So
yes.
what was that time like for you in that time period, and how do you feel more about that relationship about yourself now?
Well, it was awful. First of all, that time was awful. Um, it was just kind of in a time in my life where, kind of like that middle school to high school kind of like transition. I moved up from Florida to Washington State,
You say you
and
in Florida
born and raised in Florida, Daytona Beach. Hmm.
for real?
Yeah, well, I'm from. A lot of people think I'm from Washington. No, no, no. I was born and raised in Florida, and then I moved with my family to Washington. Well, I'm
Mm.
a little Florida jet,
I
you
was born
know.
and raised in Miami.
Oh, look at this is why I like you,
You
because
see,
you,
I
you
like
got
you
that little
too.
spice. You
Give
got
me
that
a
little
little
spice.
one too.
I like it.
You never know what you're gonna
But
get down here.
what'd you say?
I said you never know what you're gonna get down here.
What what can I say? A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, because I mean, when I post, I'm always like, I tag Seattle, but no, yeah, I was born and raised in Daytona Beach, and but like right at the beginning of high school, my dad got a job up here,
Mhm.
and it was just a weird kind of transitionary phase from like being in Florida and being surrounded by like you know other African American people, other like Hispanic people. Like that was
Mhm.
like mainly who I was like hanging out with to Washington State. And it was, I was the one of the only black people in my entire high school. It was just an insane switch. So like I'm just trying to navigate that. Puberty is happening. My
Mhm.
skin is breaking out, black man, the black man. I'm trying to like shave. I'm trying I'm trying to like shave. But like I didn't know really like how. Like I just, boom, throw it on, the shave real quick. Now I'm getting razor bumps.
Ooh,
What?
I hated it. Ooh, I hated a razor. Ooh.
Oh my, I'm like, what do you mean? Like all my
I
friends
ain't
are
gonna
like,
lie
yeah,
to
like this
this
is how you
day,
do
it still
it.
pisses me off.
It's like, oh, I got you. I got you. Now hold on, hold on.
No, 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 no,
So
no.
yeah, hold on.
What kind of
Nah.
hate word is that?
I like didn't know what I was doing wrong. Like I would do have you done the Aztec clay masks?
Yeah.
I would do those. Like I'm double cleansing, like nothing was really working.
Mm.
Until this drum roll, please. Laser. Laser has been the best investment I think
So
I've
that's
ever made.
so true. So it really is true.
Like it has been like is it true? Let's
Oh.
get into the material. Like, it has been the best investment. Like I literally have gone from people used to call me whew, sorry. I'm sorry. Whew, this is just so there's a lot. People won't be so vulnerable. People used to call me like my skin, because again, I was the only black person pretty much at my school. They would call me a crunch bar because my
That's
skin was
no.
don't laugh. Don't laugh. They would call me a crunch bar, y'all. Like and like I was so
I'm
like
not gonna lie, my
I didn't
confidence would
know
have been out the door. My
I didn't know what to do.
confidence.
Like I'm telling you, I was doing at home peels and everything, but nothing was working. So laser hair removal has been the best discovery for me. That and
Mm,
then obviously still doing, my more gentle, calming, moisturizing kind of skincare, but
yeah.
I'll let
I mean,
y'all
your skin
know.
looks, more perfect than ever. So,
Ah, thank you. Thank
mhm.
you, so sweet. That means the world to me.
Yeah. And then also, like, too, as well, like, um, you did your own makeup, right?
Hmm.
Oh, you didn't. You're an artist.
Yo, that
I
was
would have
just
thought. I would have thought you got it done.
baby, I don't really, it's crazy because I don't really trust that many people to even do my makeup. Like, even, I've just had some bad experiences like modeling in the past. Like, that was before social media, I was just doing modeling full time.
Mhm,
And just like being on set and like them not knowing what to do with my hair and them also like, girl, the shade match was, it would either be too dark or too light.
mm,
So that really forced me to like kind of like learn how to do my makeup and that grew into
yeah.
its own thing. But yeah, it definitely started with just like other people not knowing how to do it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself. I'll bring my own
Mm,
products. So yeah.
mm. Do you feel like that's also like a problem that's going on in the industry where do you think there is still a problem where people are still not being all inclusive or at least not knowing enough education for all types of people?
Oh, 1,000%. Like that
Mm,
happened back when I was doing modeling, but I've been to, a few different places and casts where it's the same thing happening again. Like I always bring my makeup bag just in case. I always bring hair products, my own brush, just in case. Cause you're not about to have me looking crazy on set because you don't know
mm,
what to do.
mm.
Now I look insane because y'all didn't know how to do your job. So I
Fact.
always like to, make sure I'm good at least.
So like now, like in your eyes, whenever you now when you feel like you get like compliments as you got older and you like started to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. How
Mm.
does that feel now? Like, does that make your inner child? Does it make your like inner self feel better? Or like, how does that? Do you like dictate how you feel about your person? Like, what people have to say?
Honestly, I will. So all of that being said about me in the past, the crunch bar statement about my skin, just like being, different from middle school to high school, that transition, just being one of the only black people again, just that ostracization kind of put me in a place where I almost just like really stopped caring about what people had to say. And,
Hmm.
that's kind of like a segue into why I even got into social media because I really didn't have a lot of friends because I was, very different being the only gay person, the only black person. Like it was just kind of like I didn't have a sense of my own community. So I
Yeah,
went to social media and started talking to them. And then, years later, we have the most amazing support
a
system I've
superstar.
ever had. So it just
Hmm.
kind of put me in a place where I didn't really care anymore. So now when I do get those compliments, like I always appreciate it. Like it means the world to me. It's so sweet. But I just have done that personal work. to where I wanted to get my skin right. I wanted to get my body right. I wanted to be able to do makeup for myself at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So, yeah.
Hmm. So what would you say is important to you? Okay, so let's say, what's the number one routine that we have to keep in mind when doing our skincare?
Oh, oh, that's a hard question. The number one thing I would say, at least for like my skin or like oily slash combination skin, I'd say a lot of people feel really oily and they feel like they need to like get the most stripping, pore cleansing cleanser out there. I would say honestly just keep it simple. Get a nice hydrating cleanser, get a moisturizer and you're good. If you want to be extra and add like a little hyaluronic acid for the extra moisture period, but I would say just keep it simple for
Mm.
skincare.
We got the same skin type,
Yeah, like a little like right here, I swear is just so oily, but like here it
bro.
gets
I'm
dropped
trying.
my
I got.
T-zone. Like
Goddamn.
for everybody's, oh my gosh, your skin is glowing. I'm like, thanks, babe. That's cool. I'm like, no, I appreciate it though.
Nah, for real. Yeah, but I do definitely think that confidence and insecurity usually does show how we connect to people too as well.
Mhm.
Just in different aspects. Just like to also relate to as well. Like when I was in middle school, getting into high school, I ain't gonna lie, I was not attracted.
Me too. If I have a picture you want to put it out, you know what? I might
Let's
be
just
able
put yeah, just go ahead and send it to me. I'll send you
to
mine and we
just.
can just cry about it together,
Mhm.
you know?
No, 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 no. Yeah, it took a lot of figuring out to
It
get where
I'm
we are today.
telling you. I feel like, how you said too as well, like how you went to social media and stopped caring. I feel like I was at a point where I cared so
Hmm.
much about
Yeah,
validation until I got to a point where I didn't. But for the
yeah.
longest time, I cared about validation until I feel like when I started growing into myself.
Mhm.
But it also made me have to do a lot of soul searching, like as you said too as well, to figure out who I was and finding my identity. And I feel like once I snapped into that, once I tapped into that,
Mhm.
look at us, we both doing that shit for us. So
Literally, it's like whatever journey that you have to go on in order for you to have, that realization on, I don't care. It's perfect.
uh,
The end goal is the same. However we get there, we get there. And I love to hear that you were just at a
yeah.
point where you're like, damn, now
And
look.
also too as well, I don't know. I don't really believe necessarily in this tier system, but
Mhm,
whenever you in school or like high school, whatever you want to call it, college, whatever, and there's like the popular kids and all that jazz, and
mhm.
there's like that tier system.
Yeah.
But like 9 times out of 10, when you really think about it, those quote unquote popular kids, they really ain't got shit going on for themselves now. And if
Mm,
I ain't trying to be like I'm just really, or maybe it's just my class. I don't know what it is, but when you really think about like they really don't have nothing else going for themselves, and it's really like the ones that were bullied or quiet or like to themselves that are really doing a big one for real.
I like went to high school in a really small town. And a lot of the people who were a part of that quote unquote popular group, their moms went to the same high school. Their mom's mom went to the same high school. They granddaddy's granddaddy built the school. Like it was like one of
No,
those like kind of situations. And it's like, babe, that's why I didn't really care at a certain point. I was like, y'all are just kind of following the
you in a
footsteps
different
of your
world.
family. Like I'm gonna go do what I'm gonna do. And if it makes me weird and y'all don't want to talk to me, whatever. I have plenty of other people to talk to, which is like, my online community, which was so amazing. Again, like just being able to be like, I don't want to talk to these people. You know what? Set up my camera, be like, hey guys.
Yeah,
And then we're 4 million, 5 million followers later. I have them. Like it's
I
just
mean
that's
you
why
worked your
social
ass
media is
off
so
for it though.
fun.
You didn't just like I didn't know you worked hard.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of people have that
Mhm.
misconception that, "Oh, I'm just posting on social media." No, that shit is hard. I don't wanna
Yeah,
necessarily say it's hard, but it takes up a lot of your time,
it
and time is
does.
something we don't get back. You have to edit the video, and then you have to plan out the
Mhm.
video. You have to think about everything else you're doing after the video. "Okay, how can I push
Yeah.
this video going on?" You worked 8 hours on this video just for it to get 40K views, but you worked, 10 minutes on this video and they got 4 million views. Like, it's, like, very, like,
It's crazy.
uppity and down and, like, frustrating, but also has its benefits too as well. So people think it's easy,
Mhm.
but mm-mm.
It's its own job, and honestly, it's like it's a 24/7 job too, like, you're always coming up with different like, a lot of people, they get to go to work and they clock out, and they have the weekends off. I feel like for content creators, I mean, it might be more, physically strenuous for some people, but being a content creator, you're always thinking about ideas. Like you're always going, like, if you want to be successful at it, at least, like you're
Mhm.
always thinking about that next move. Like right when you hit that post button, like it almost doesn't, like, of course you want all of your videos to do well, but it almost doesn't matter. Like after you hit that button, it's like, boom, what's the next project? What's the next thing we're working on? And I feel that's where
Mm.
like a lot of people see, success.
Uh-huh. That's actually very true because people have this mindset of, "How do I blow up? How do I get this place?
Mhm.
How did you get to this, extent of your life?" Babes, I was literally posting every damn day.
Yes. Like,
Every day. And when I say, if there's only one word answer I can give to anybody is consistency. Like if
mhm,
y'all are not consistent, don't even come. Don't even. I'm not wasting my breath explaining that shit to you because it's like there's
at
no
all.
point.
At
Like
all.
you gotta. I was posting almost saying 7 days a week. That's how bored I was. I had no
Yeah.
friends.
Same. Oh my god. I would literally talk about my day 7 days a week because I had nobody to talk about it. People are always like, "I need to find" that's another thing, I need to find my niche. Girl, that's what I feel like social media now has changed. Like, when did you start social media?
I mean, I started social media like I want to say like 2018.
2018? Yeah, I was around there, like 2018, 2019. I feel like, and, like, correct me if I'm wrong or you have a different experience, but I feel like social media, like, the approach to it has changed, like, so drastically from, like, 2018, 2019 to, like, now. Like, I ask a
No,
lot
I
of my
totally
friends, like,
agree.
yeah, like, I ask my friends and I'm like, "Why aren't you posting? Like, what's going on?" They're like, "Oh, I need to find my niche. I need to find this, the key posting schedule." And I'm like, "Girl, like, back in our day." Ooh, I'm making that sound old. Ooh. Back in
I
woo,
was like, tone it down a bit. I was like, hold on, hold on, hold on. I
hold
was like, hold
on now,
on.
hold on now. No, but, like, back in 2018, 2019, like, I genuinely started seeing traction on my videos because, like I said, I didn't have that many friends, and I would come home and just talk about my day. Like, that's it. Like,
Mhm.
nothing crazy, no
Nothing extravagant, and I think a lot of people
art,
focus too
like
much on, "Let me get the lighting, let me get this, let me get that."
yes,
Like, bro, it all comes later on. You want the prize before you actually done the work. You want
ex
the blessing before you actually did it.
100%,
Like, what do you like, one thing at a time, one thing at a time.
100%.
And I
Yeah,
think that was also a
that's
thing that I used
crazy.
to do too as well, where I had so many goals and I had so many ideas sitting on my lap, but I couldn't
Get it
move
started.
forward because I was focusing on every single thing. So it's like you're focusing on 4 things and you're trying to move all together, you just barely move instead of
Yeah,
focusing on one thing and then
that's
calling it a day.
That's a big problem that, I see a lot, even in myself. Like, there's so many projects that I wanna get done. Girl, just go with one, boom, get it done, move on to the next, instead of being like, "Oh, I have to
Mhm,
do all of this, because it can be creator and, not even social media, but just creative burnout is so real. So if you don't really
mhm.
have that ability to, like, hone in on something, get it done, move on to the next thing, then, that's it's a make or break.
I'm telling you, yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I've been there, done that, even when it comes to music too as well, when people have writer's block. Yeah, you really have
Yeah.
to put yourself, like for me, you really do have to put yourself in a mindset of like somewhere else or physically go somewhere else. Like I have to like, I don't know. I feel like half my life is driving. I be driving half my life.
Mhm.
So me
Same.
just driving to different destinations and just I don't know. I feel like a different scenic route is what helps. get myself back into the mojo. Because I feel like if I'm sitting in the same place, you can only do something for so long. Like, of course, I do fashion content. I'm gonna post from my room. I'm gonna keep doing this or
Mhm.
doing that. Like, I need a different space. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and I love that. Like, whatever gets you into that creative mindset is just honestly, it's beautiful to me. I love hearing about other people's creative process. It's very interesting to me.
Hmm. But I want to get into love life and relationship. Let me put my glasses on for this one because I really want to be a therapist for real today.
Oh shit.
You looking over there? I'm over
Okay.
here.
Well, this is crazy. Okay.
Cause we gonna get into
Let's get into it.
it. So, how was your upbringing, or how was your upbringing shape the way you love and connect with people?
Hmm. Um, I would say I grew up with a very supportive family and a family that my dad was, in the military, so I feel like one of our like core values is just like hard work and dedication and loyalty. And I feel like that kind of translated into how I love just, showing up for that person, no matter what, being loyal to that person.
Yeah,
Um, and just like, again, putting in that hard work. Relationships are hard work. That I just figured that out. I just got out of my first, like my first ever, real relationship.
for real, for
And
real.
yeah, yeah, that was,
How long
yeah,
was it?
it was almost 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah,
How
just got
was it?
out. How was the relationship?
Yeah, like how did they reel you in? How was it like? What was some of the hardships that you went through? We want to know because you be posting all these story times and saying this and saying that. But I think I want to know what goes on for real? Like how do you feel? Like
Um, that I mean, okay, so it was my first relationship. I have I don't regret it one bit at all. I know a lot of people, when they get out of relationships, are like, "Oh, I wish I would have never done that." I feel like it taught me a lot about, how I love. It
yeah,
taught me a lot about how I, like to receive love. It taught me a lot about my boundaries, like what I'll allow in a relationship or won't allow in a relationship. This was like the first time I was able to really express my love to another individual in not just a platonic way. I joke around all the time, like all my
mhm,
friends, like I'm basically dating all my friends. Just because I have so much love to give around. I feel like I have such a big heart, so I'm always loving up on my friends. But yeah, it was my
yeah.
first time being able to do that in a non-platonic way, and it was beautiful. I mean, it taught me a lot.
I feel like because I was in a similar a sense too as well. Because I feel like when we walk into our first relationship, we walk at a completely different person.
Yeah.
It's kind of like passing the
Yes.
torch. It really is. It feels like passing the torch on to somebody else. That's not.
100%.
Um. So, how would you say you were initially walking into the relationship, and did you feel yourself segueing off, getting lost off track? And when did you realize, okay, this is the end of the tunnel. I have to get out.
Um, so I will say I love pretty hard. Like if I say that I love you,
It's a good start.
I will ride for you no matter what. Um
Mhm.
and that goes along with boundaries, and I feel like going into the relationship I was just so eager to be in one. I feel like you can relate, like your first relationship you're excited, like this is something that you've yearned for. This is something that you see in movies and in television, and it's just it looks
Sounds like a
beautiful. So
fairy tale.
yeah, like it finally feels like it's your turn. um I just feel as if, kind of going into that relationship, I was very eager, and I would have done anything for my partner, and I just kind of took that eagerness and overlooked a lot of different aspects.
You know what it kind of seems like when you're like speaking what it gives off?
Yeah,
It kind of feels like, do you feel like in a relationship you love them more than they loved you?
yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
like,
can hear it. I can literally hear it clear as day and when you're speaking.
Right.
You literally like you're like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I mind y'all, this is like our first interaction, like ever.
Yeah,
But as I'm like literally looking at you and like reading you, you wear your heart on your sleeve.
yeah.
You I can see it. Like you literally wear your
Okay.
heart in your you I can see it clear as day.
Been
Like
working on that.
you working on that. Oh, me too. I'm working on it too.
Yeah.
But you wear your heart in your sleeve. I can just instantly just hear like the way you're speaking. Um
Yeah.
and how you're explaining things. I feel like how you walked into a relationship, I feel like you were so bubbly
Yes.
bubbly and happy before walking in the relationship. And as the relationship progressed, I feel like I ain't no sidekick, but I feel like I ain't no sidekick. I ain't. But
No.
have you ever like, did you feel like you had to dim or shorten yourself a little bit in the relationship at certain points in times?
Um, I didn't I don't feel as if I had to, like, in any way kind of dim my light in a sense that, I was like, "Oh, let me, like, hold back a little bit." I feel like I was pretty much, all in, pretty much myself, the entirety of the relationship. One thing that I will say, though, is things that I would not usually allow from a person just because I love them so much. I kind of let slide and let go just simply due to the fact that I wanted to make things work. Um,
Mm.
and so like now, like looking back at that time and working on myself in a way so I can eventually, whenever that is. I know right now I'm not even looking to be in anything serious right now, but just kind of positioning myself in a way to where I can learn from, those boundaries in my past relationship and really bring those and really facilitate those in my next one. And hey, it's this happens and it's not going to work, or this is what I don't enjoy this, or I don't tolerate this. And if you
It
can't
gives
do
you more
that,
sense
then
of like it gives you more sense of direction and freedom to what you
yes.
want to do, like going to
Yeah.
stepping into your next relationship. And I actually was like, one of the next questions I was gonna ask you. I was literally gonna
No.
ask, have you ever stayed in a relationship longer than you should have? And what was an example of that?
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna ask.
I have, yeah, I've stayed in a relationship longer than I should have. According to, no matter what all my friends and my family were telling me, of course, obviously I'm me, I'm my own person. I can make that decision. And, after, looking
So, what
back,
is an
maybe
example of how you kind of went against your own morals because of love?
I typically, as a person, hold myself to a pretty high standard. Just one, for myself, two, for people that look up to me. I don't want to hold myself to a low bar. I know on social media, I get a lot of DMs from people being like, "You've inspired me to either come out, or you've inspired me to just fully be myself." And I want to make sure that I'm the best that I can be. Again, not only for myself, but for them. So I hold myself to a pretty high standard. And I value myself. Like I love myself, girl. If you don't love you, who is gonna love you?
Mm.
Um, and I let this person kind of devalue me in a way that I wouldn't do to myself. Um, and I stayed simply due to the fact that I loved him. Um, and I didn't really realize how much allowing him to do that really affected me mentally. And, um, it just kind of got to a point where I was like, I don't want to be this type of person.
Mm,
Um, anymore, just simply because of what he's done. Like, I don't like how it's making me feel, how it's making me act. And yeah, I think that's when I just kind of realized it wasn't working.
mm. And notice how I had to ask you a question a different way. Because earlier I asked you and I said, do you feel like you being in a relationship has dimmed your light in a sense? In a sense, they did.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. And
See?
yeah.
I had to ask
Wow,
it.
you
I had
ate
to ask it a different way.
that. Oh, you ate that.
You see
That
that
was good.
that therapy moment is working, right?
Yes. Wait,
See?
that was really yes. Then yes, to your previous
Yeah.
question.
I don't
Yes, I
know. I
get
really do feel like on some real shit though. I feel like we're very similar.
it.
I feel like we're very similar in how we love.
Mhm.
Um, I was gonna ask you to guess my sign. Actually, I want you to guess.
Do you is
I
your
would say, I would say, whatever you think it is, think the complete opposite. That's
think the
usually what I tell
complete
people.
opposite?
Yeah, just think the complete opposite of what you initially think in your head, and you'll usually guess it. That's what I always tell people.
Because I swear you. I'm gonna just start knocking one. I'm gonna knock Aquarius straight out.
Oh hell no, they can go.
Get that out. That was a previous partner of mine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can have that. Mm,
Knock that one out. Are you are you in my chart?
I can't tell you that.
Because I was thinking like either like because my best friend is a Cancer, so I was thinking maybe a Cancer or
Yeah,
like yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm
See,
gonna think.
see. I
Yes.
always tell you. I said whatever you think in your head, think the opposite.
No, yeah, my best friend is literally a Cancer, so I'm like, and I'm feeling I love this connection already. So I was like, maybe he's also a Cancer. Like I
Yeah,
get
I'm telling
little
you, yeah.
parts of
When
it.
it comes to like any like I don't know, when it comes to any conversation, you're like I can really sit there and have a deep conversation with somebody for real. And this is like, and me asking questions right now, I'm just asking certain questions. But you know, when we develop a friendship all and outside of that, you
Yeah,
know, it's gonna
yeah.
get
Oh no, there's yeah. Oh, I got some tea.
yeah.
That's for us.
And I got some for you too. But yeah, yeah, I am a Cancer, and I'm also a twin.
You are
I am a twin, so I feel like some of my emotions are like kind of like stolen and given to them instead.
really. You
Yeah.
know what? I've always wondered like how it is to like have a twin. Like how does that like play into like your sense of identity? I know you're asking the question, but I just like always wondered like how does that play into like your sense of identity like as a
Yeah,
twin?
that's a good question to ask, honestly, because it did affect me for a while. Cause like don't
Mhm.
get me wrong, me having a twin, my twin is my best friend. Like that's why I
I
feel like
love
if I
that.
didn't have no friends in the world, I grew up you was in a womb with me. Like you was in a
Yes, like we
womb. I
like
had a
this.
we was like that before. Okay, a fetus. Like you were like that
Yeah,
for real.
I love that.
And honestly, like it was so cool at first being called like, okay, hey, it's a twins, it's twins. I'm like,
Mhm.
it's cool. But then at a certain point, I'm like, I need my
I'm
own
like my
identity.
own person.
Like I needed an identity. Like I was like, it's cool and all. And I mind you, all, I have a twin sister. Just letting y'all know.
Mhm.
So, but we were so inseparable. We would dress alike. We would do everything similar. Like we were so similar. Like I love her down. But we were same, but so differently. But also too as well, I was just very like born for the social media shit. I don't know. I feel like, you just know when
I
it's
feel the
meant for
same way.
you. You just
Yeah,
know it like you either got it or
it's a
you don't. You just
calling.
gotta learn, you know?
It's a calling.
Yeah. And I would basically say like she's the introvert, I'm the extrovert.
Period.
Like we're
Okay, I love
literally
that.
yin and yang. Like anything that I am, she's probably the complete opposite.
That's beautiful, though. I feel like those make like really intricate relationships.
I mean, we did have some scuffles. I mean, there was one time she threw a rolling chair at me, but you know, it's whatever.
And you know what? if she didn't throw a rolling chair at you, like, does she even love you? Let's be real.
Exactly. See,
Like,
this is
if
what I'm
y'all
talking
haven't
about.
fought, like, please, oh please,
Gotta
emotions
stop
are
these toxic
they tend
behaviors.
to get high.
Okay.
I love it.
But back to you because you weren't slick.
That's so.
you
Talking about your relationship.
thought you ate that. Yeah, I'm cutting that whole part out too because it ain't about me.
Damn it.
You thought you was slick. Yeah, I'm finna cut this whole part out because that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, you know what?
You thought you ate that
I thought
though.
I ate that. I thought I ate that, y'all. Fuck.
Mhm. But yeah, going back, jumping back into it, you were talking about there's certain things that you feel like that devalues you at the time. But before I end off with the relationship topic, because I know just be getting into that, we gonna talk about that later, for real, for real.
Okay.
Off the camera, because we got enough story time to keep us sit and put. We got
Oh
enough
no, we
story
got
time.
it. Yeah, it's crazy.
We do. So the last question I want to ask about this segment is, what's a boundary you didn't have before, but you do have now?
A boundary that I didn't have before. I didn't have a lot, honestly. But that I do have now. Mm, I would just say a big boundary of mine is just openness and like transparency as a
Mm,
whole. Like that can't be crossed in any way for me. Like even
yeah.
if it's like a small lie that like you thought didn't matter, like that just simply won't fly for me.
Mm-mm-mm.
Trust issues have definitely,
Is that
transpired
coming
from
from
that
your end
last
or their
relationship.
end?
Like transparency on their end. Like
Mm.
you have to be like, because I'll be transparent with you. I'll tell you the tea, tell you what's up, and I just would like that in return. Like don't waste my
Why is this
time.
so
I won't waste
hard?
your time. Why is it so hard? Like just be open. Like we could have done this at the beginning of our relationship and just said our piece. We didn't have to wait however long for me to have to find out some stuff. And
Every
now
time.
it's just I wasted my time. I wouldn't not wasting my time. It's not a waste of time. I'm happy that
Mm.
I now know that about myself. It's just a journey, y'all. It's really just a journey.
I mean, it's a journey I
Right.
didn't want to have, but it's
It's
whatever.
like, it was like a hard journey though. Like it was a lot of walking and a lot of mud.
Emphasis on hard, like emphasis on hard for real, because I ain't gonna lie.
Like my feet hurt after that
My
journey. My feet
feet
hurt. Like I couldn't have been on like a brisk stroll or something. No, okay.
hurt. Yeah, it was a struggle. It was. I want to go back a little bit too.
Mhm.
Since you said you had a supportive family too as well. How was it like growing up for you?
It was amazing. Like I
Girl,
had a
you know how
pretty, I had
some
a
people
pretty
really do have
good.
like that perception of like, oh, like I'm the black kid, I had struggle and I had all that. Like, was that your story?
No, not really. Like I always had a very supportive family and like, they I got to watch both of my parents actually. Like I feel like that's why I work so hard at, my job and like my dreams because like I watched my father growing up be he was in pharmacy school. Um, so I got to watch him literally like I come home from school, he's studying. Like I get to watch my mom, she was also in school um to be a physical therapist. So it's like
Mm,
I grew up around, both loving parents, both hardworking, both achieving their goals. And then as I got older, I got to see them both graduate. As I got even older, I got to see them like finally get to practice in, their jobs that they were working so hard to get. So it's like uh, all love and all just great examples on, parenting.
hmm
Yeah,
I love that. Would you want to be a father?
100,000%. Like
For
I
real?
want, I want a little baby girl so bad.
A girl?
Yeah.
I want a boy.
I think I would be happy with whatever gender my child is, but I don't know, just like envisioning like me And like my husband, like something about it, just like a little girl. Like it just like something that clicks.
I don't know, but
I don't know
something
what
like
it is.
also thinking of like a mini you.
True,
Like a
true.
mini, like sometimes it's like, whoa, I get to like all the things that I feel like I missed out on or I feel like I didn't do correctly. I get to actually correct it this
Like
time.
do it for them. You know
You
what?
know,
That's pretty beautiful. Yeah, I can
that's how
see
I
that.
think about it.
I can see that.
Mm. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching some of your videos too as well, and I didn't know you can cook for.
I'm like, I'm telling you, like, I just got out of this relationship and it's like, I'm back on the market. Like, the body's tea, the cooking is
I'm not
there.
saying
Like,
I'm giving. I'm saying like you giving a husband material, like you said, yo,
right?
good, like Nyquil, you know.
Like, what's good? What's going on? It's just bare hairs over here.
I'm like, I'm telling you, like you got everything for real. I'm like, people got to stop playing with you for real.
You know, I hope that, somebody watching this is like, you know what? I won't play about that. Like, I want somebody to be like, when they look at us, be like, oh, I know he don't play about him. Like, I
You
know he don't
know?
play about him.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I need right now. So if that sounds like you, just, you know, DMs aren't that far away.
When did cooking become like your thing? Was that part of like something you were doing in the gym? Just like, or like, what was that?
This is like fairly like a more recent thing. Like, I mean, growing up, like when there's like Thanksgiving or like holidays, like I'd always be, in the kitchen with my mom. Like my dad would be like watching the game. And I'd go back and forth, but I just always loved to just like help around. So like I would help my mom cook, learned a few things there. And, you know, now it's just kind of I was working on I used to be very this is tea. I used to be like 160 pounds of just like
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'11".
Why are we the same height?
I'm 5'11", like not too I feel like we're the perfect height. Like I feel like we're the perfect height.
Yeah.
So it's like
How much do
I
you weigh
don't know.
now?
I'm like I just weighed in earlier today. I think I weighed in at like 194.
You said 194?
Hmm.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna keep up there. I think I'm like 170, 175.
one thing, yeah, like that's where, yeah, I was around like 160, and I don't know, like I just kind of, I've been doing sports my entire life, so like, um, I don't know, something in me was just like, I'm getting older, and I kind of just wanna bulk up a little bit, and with that,
Mm-hmm.
like, I just looked up like a whole bunch of like high protein, kind of easy, cheap, healthy meals. And I was just cooking them, and I was like, "Why am I not like, I'm spending hours cooking this meal, it's bomb. Why am I not recording? Why am I not, like, telling other people if they're on their fitness journey?" So I just
Mm.
propped up the camera, and I was like, "Hey, y'all, we're cooking." Like, it wasn't even, like, an introduction to, like, "Yes." I say,
I
"We're
mean,
cooking
it
today."
worked. I
Mm,
mean, it worked.
the
I
girl
was
and the
hooked.
girls rocked with it.
I was hooked.
Period.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, really? How long did it take for you to like transition your body? Because like I ain't gonna lie, I remember you as like you being small. That's how I first saw you. So I was like, when I
Yeah.
looked back later, I was like, who is
You're
this?
like, "What happened?"
It was like how long did it take?
Okay, so, like, January, October. Yeah, so like October, November. Like about 4 or 5 months.
To get that way?
Mhm.
Okay, so you gonna go ahead and send that plan to me, right?
Yeah, oh, I have my workout routine, my workout split, like, it's upper body, chest and tries, and then I do another upper body, back and buys, and then I do legs, more glute focus, and then I do legs, um, just as a whole, and then in the middle is a ab day, and then I repeat.
Mm.
But I'm eating, like, a lot, though, I will say, like, I'm trying to get, like, 200 grams of protein a day and, like, 4,000 calories. A lot! I'm telling you, like, my metabolism is so fat. Like I have to eat 4,000 calories there. Like literally, like I will just lose weight. So I'm like,
That's crazy. I was like, I'm
mm-hmm.
getting to that point. Like the most I'd probably eat a day is like probably like 130 grams of protein. Yeah, probably like
Um,
yeah. I probably have like probably like 130, 150 grams of protein in a day. I'd be
mhm.
trying. That'd be hard.
Do you like use supplements like protein powder?
Yeah, I'd be
Like,
eating like I'd be doing that. Yeah, but I'm also
yeah.
very picky though. I hate seafood.
I love me a seafood moment. I love me a seafood
Mm-mm.
boil.
I hate
I
seafood. I
like it
don't eat
all.
pork. Like
You don't do pork neither? Okay, I love carnitas. Ooh. Okay, but like I feel like if you're picky, just chicken, eh? It's chicken and rice. But that's boring though. I know that can
that's all I
get
need you to
boring
cook for
after a
me.
minute. I got you. My best friend literally texted me and he was like, I'll like pay you to come down here and cook for me and like work out with me. I'm like, girl, I'll send you the plan. I'll send you the recipe.
Okay, for real?
It's not too hard. I got
For
you.
real? All
I
right.
got you.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I got you.
I'm gonna hold you to that. All right. All right, I'm segueing into this. Okay. Like I said earlier, too, you're known for your story times, right? Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Very scandalous. Um, I want you to say something. I want you to give me a story time that you haven't already told online. Like, what's one of your craziest story times that you've never shared publicly?
There's a few.
And we've got
Um,
time.
I'll just do like a quick one. And it kind of is like a segue into, a little bit more about my life that I haven't shared, honestly. So you're getting the inside scoop.
Mm-hmm.
um, so my grandmother, love her so much. She's like she's almost 80. Came and moved and came and lived here. She has dementia. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes, sometimes she's very forgetful or, you know, some funny things occur. Um, so actually, when I was in Brazil, I was just having the time of my life. Let me tell you, just a blast. Boom, having a blast. I'm dancing, girl. I'm telling you, the Brazilian man. Whew. Oh, baby, I was having a time. And, I like to check in with my family. I'm calling back home, like, how's everybody doing? Everybody's good? Okay, love you, love you, love you. I won't have my phone for a little bit, but call me if you need anything. Like, send me a text if it's an emergency. So we go out, we get a little, some day drinks going on, having a fun time. We take a nap. I wake up and I have like 5 calls on my phone. I'm like, who is blowing up my phone? I see it's my grandma. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh my goodness, is something going on?" Girl, I get up, I go to the bathroom, I come back, I have 3 calls from my mom. I'm like, "What is happening?" Like, it's so okay, I need to, like, call somebody. So I
Uh-huh.
call my mom, I'm like, "Hey, is, like, everything, like, okay? Is everything good at the house?" She was like, "Yeah, like, everything is fine." But I just have to show you something real quick. Like, yo, grandma, like, she's a little forgetful and, her favorite thing to do is clean when I think that's where I get it from. When I'm stressed out, I like to clean.
Uh-huh.
So, she just was, was cleaning this beautiful room of mine that she's, she went into I don't know if you can see right here, just that drawer. Went to that drawer right there and took out a few things and she laid them out on my windowsill. And, my father walked in because like my mom was like, "Oh!" So my father walked in, my brother walked in, and they were like, "What?" And they all just saw some of my bedside belongings on my windowsill because my grandma put it there. And my mom sent me a picture of it too. She sent me a picture of it. while I was in Brazil. So
Mm, your
yes,
treasures.
yes, my, my supplements, my nighttime gummies, my magnesium. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's my my
Hmm. Your
treasures.
homekeepings. Your...
God forbid. I like I like to be prepared for bed.
Too prepared.
Never that. Never too prepared. I'm big on prepared.
Okay.
That's what because I have, it's so funny because I have the screenshots of like my mom sending the text messages and like my grandma like just putting everything up there. And I'm like, just something in me is like, girl, let's just keep that one's just gonna sit in the drafts. Girl. You just gonna have to keep that one in the drafts.
Mm.
What? YOLO. Period.
If we can, you don't have to send that to me.
You can- I got you, friend. Because it's
I
just
won't
like
post it. I won't post it. I
it's
won't post
it's
it.
just crazy. Like I'm over here just in a whole different country, and that's all my
Was
goodies
it
is out.
cleaned?
Wow, huh?
Was it cleaned?
Yes. I'm not that type of lady to just leave it in the drawer dirty. Yuck. Ugh. Who just leaves it in a drawer? That's crazy. Because that would be a whole different thing if it was just that would be very scarring.
Ooh,
No, it's like fresh out the
DNA.
box. It was like fresh out the
DNA.
box.
DNA. Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for sharing. This is a safe space for you.
Thought
It's
that
a
one
safe
was
space
not
for
going to see the
you.
light
We
of
listen
day,
and we do
but
not judge unless
you
you're
got
me.
me. You got me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Just to have
Alright.
just to have a closing and reflection. What do you want people to understand about you right now?
That the things that I keep in my bedside table are clean. I feel like that's like really important for right now. Um,
Maybe I should
so,
have worded it that way because
all right, moving on. So, what do you want the people to know? Um, what do I want the
oh
people
my
to
goodness.
know? When it comes to like my social media, like and where I see myself in a few years, I want to use my social media as a stepping stone. Of course, I feel like a lot of people, can have amazing opportunities from social media. And yeah, basically what you said, like there's a lot of, different layers to me as an individual, like with my music and, with acting, and just like being a creative as a passion. Like there's so many different avenues that I want to explore. And, I just, if, you're watching this and you are a part of my like existing fan base, or this is your first time seeing me and you're gooped and you're gagged and you want to, join for the
Don't do that.
show, join for the ride. That, coming up in the next few years is just going to be a lot of different changes. And, I feel like that's just a part of growing up on social media. Like a few years ago, I was doing this. Now I'm doing music. Now I'm in a show.
Mm,
Like there's so much more to me. And I feel like I want to eventually just open up with everything and, just
mhm.
lay it all out on the table.
So, what advice would you give yourself, or what advice would you actually give someone who sees themselves in your story?
Post that damn video.
Hmm.
Tell that boy that you like him. And just be like unapologetically you. Like
Hmm.
no matter what anybody else has to say. If somebody doesn't like you, if a group of people don't like you, guess what, babe? There's 5 million people out there that love you. Like,
Hmm.
don't let that get you down.
That is so true. I feel like people have that misconception every single time. Or people think it's so cliche. It's like, I heard it 1,000 times before, but it's like like it's one thing to hear it, but to actually implement it it's a whole different thing for real,
A
for
hundred
real.
percent. Like 100%. I
Mm-hmm.
know it sounds so cheesy, but I'm like, I promise you, once you do it, like that's when you see your life changing. Like once you implement
Mm-hmm.
those cheesy things, like it's crazy. Like a lot of people are like afraid of being cringe. Or girl, please, everything is cringe until you make
It's
it.
not
Then it's amazing. Then it's good.
right. Like, is you a follower or are you
Please.
following yourself?
Literally. I'm like, you have to invest in yourself, babes. Come on.
Mm.
Well, ain't nothing cringy over here because when y'all are asking me, it's crazy. Like, I used to like be in there was a group chat about me in high school, and people would like send my videos in it and be like, look, sir, post it again. Hee hee ha ha hee hee. But now y'all are asking for a picture. Oh, but now y'all want a picture.
Y'all
Oh,
doing all
God.
that hee hee ha ha, but I'm doing all this hee hee ha ha and getting a check out of
To the
it.
bank. Oh, girl, skip it. Hee hee ha ha to the bank. So
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. But overall, thank you for trusting the space, for us having a really chit chat. I feel like this is like a FaceTime call for real, for real. And I feel
No,
like
this
everybody
is
else has to join in.
I feel
You
cozy.
know, you
Yeah.
know, we gotta do this again.
I
You
love it
know,
here. You have my number.
I do. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be taking that flight to the studio too.
Please and thank you. There's a
Hmm.
booth right next to me just waiting to be utilized.
Oh, we gonna have fun.
Oh, we gonna have a blast.
Oh, we gonna
Oh,
have
we gonna have a
fun.
blast.
Yeah, because I got a couple ideas too.
Oh, I'm so there. I'm
Mm-hmm.
into
Mm-hmm. Bet.
it.
All right. Well, thank you for trusting the space.
Of
Make sure y'all
course.
type in with Sir Carter if you haven't already. I mean, that's the reason why y'all are here for real. I mean, I got my
Again,
own little thing going on, but this is the reason why we're here.
don't be
So if you
shy.
guys haven't, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do. And this has been All Things Devon with no limits, no filters, and honest conversations. So without further ado, I'll catch you on another episode of All Things Devon. See y'all later.
Goodbye.